Melvin here weighs about 400 pounds and stands about 7 feet tall, but that's really not much compared to another project these students have been working on all year. At 21 feet tall, it would actually take 3 different Melvins to measure up to this literal fork in the road. As you can see, I'm not wearing my tie today. Here at Parker Bennett Elementary School, that's an honor and a privilege that the young men inside only earn through hard work, honesty, and respect. At 12 years old, Carlene Carter sat right here in this pew 3 rows behind where her mother married Johnny Cash. Now, 50 years later, they're back here in the same church in front of the same altar where their lives changed forever. They walk down the aisle and then out the door to a new life. A surprise twist perhaps today in Logan Circuit Court. Special Judge Steve Wilson dismissing all charges against Commonwealth's attorney Gail Geiling. There are other options. Services like telehealth allow you to speak with these medical professionals from hundreds of miles away. Right now at the Logan County Jail, there's currently 129 county inmates. Only 78 beds, with over 50 more inmates than beds. County jailer Phil Gregory says he wants to do something about that. Knowing the kind of background that the new owner would have was something that went into making that decision to agree to that lease. Now they're still pending approval from minor league baseball and Major League Baseball. Driving back down Louisville Road towards Bowling Green, as they did that, struck a light pole over here, took it straight out of the ground. We've spoken with a number of teachers who are here, some of which are from Warren County, Logan County, Allen County, and of course Warren and Allen are out of school today.
Got the kids in the car and pretty much had to watch it burn. I didn't even grab shoes, went running out.
Amber Fields tells me for 5 generations, this has not only been a house, but a home. Those years and years of memories now scattered across the front yard.
My great-grandparents bought that house.
Amber's son Tristan was making gingerbread houses with his brother Bryce when he noticed smoke coming from the outside of the home.
This man saved my life, this young man.
The fire burned through Tristan's bedroom, the same bedroom that his grandfather grew up in.
My room was upstairs.
Amber can see the damage to their home from her parents' house next door. Her mother and father welcoming her family with open arms.
I've always been able to walk in that back door anytime I wanted to, but to know that I have a place to lay my head down and not have to worry about that. Just to know that you don't have to carry all the hurt by yourself. I have friends that have lost so much more than a house. We're all safe and healthy, and I'm so thankful.
It's not just friends and family reaching out. Total strangers are pitching in to help the Fields family as well.
Make sure you keep those.
Amber's co-workers and even her father's co-workers donating whatever they had in their pockets.
I mean, all you hear is bad, and there are good people. There are people that care about each other, that just care about people.
In a trying time, kindness prevails.
There's a lot of good people left in the world.
There are good people.
In Allen County, I'm Sean Baute, 13 News. 3 years, 3 trial dates, and there's nothing definitive that says there won't be a 4th.
As much as 1 year from now seems like a long time, it's not.
The fact of the matter is that a case of this importance has to be done correctly, and doing things correctly takes time.
In a case where both the defense and the prosecution has changed, perhaps time is the only one at fault.
This court intends to do everything in its power to make sure that we get it right the first time. Because if we don't, we're going to be back, and we're going to be back again, and we're going to be back again.
Commonwealth attorney Clint Willis was voted out of office in the most recent election. Allen County voting for someone else to take over. The case of Timothy Madden likely on their minds.
They were upset at the defendant. They were upset at the defense attorney. They were upset at the second defense attorney. They were upset at the judge. I've been ready for 3 years, but none of them were on the ballot. And it was a matter of they were rightfully frustrated, but somebody had to take the hit. It just happened to be my family and my staff.
This wasn't Willis's first big case, having been in office for almost 2 decades, and he's seen how long these cases can take.
Generically, on a sex-type case, you have a situation, any type of sex crime, where defendants will not come in and say they're guilty. If their mom is sitting in the room, they will never say, I did this.
The lame duck prosecutor sounding off on the case that has consumed 3 years of work.
Everybody wants just a soundbite answer. They want you to fix their problems, they want it done, and they want an explanation in 10 seconds. I'm in a situation where the Commonwealth Attorney does not set trial dates. The Commonwealth Attorney does not schedule trial dates. The Commonwealth Attorney does not continue trial dates.
Corey Morgan will be taking over as Commonwealth Attorney and doesn't see any reason the trial won't happen in September of 2019 as it's supposed to.
At this point, I don't expect there to be any sort of continuance unless there's something unforeseen.
It's been 3 years. In 3 more years, will Timothy Madden's case still be going on? Much like the rest of the case, only time will tell.
I went right out of high school, joined the Army. I saw more at the age of 19 than most people see in their entire lifetime.
As president of the Friends of Army Aviation Ozark, John or Doc Holliday pilots Huey helicopter rides for the public, and he's bringing that opportunity to South Central Kentucky.
I want everybody to come out tomorrow and participate in an opportunity that they may never get again.
When Doc Holliday steps into the cockpit, he knows it's not just a regular helicopter. It's a living memorial to those that didn't make it home.
That's kind of what we do. We want to represent our veterans.
A Vietnam veteran himself, it's an emotional ride for Holliday, especially when flying those who fought with him.
He turns around, and the emotion that is transformed between him and me I just can't tell you, it's priceless. It's almost priceless because I have allowed that individual the opportunity to close the gap with his family.
It's the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. that reminds Holliday why he's doing what he's doing.
I have a lot of friends that are on that wall. And if there's some way that I can represent them and they can feel and know that they're loved and not missed, that's why we do what we do.